Welcome back to That Dad Guy. And today we are going to do a little postcard decorating. I've got a bunch of direct swaps to do, so we're going to take 3 of them today. And we're going to use World Postcard Day cards. So if you haven't seen it already, this is my new one, 2024. October 1st is World Postcard Day. So I am getting a jump on it because of my vacation time to make sure that, people start getting them. Some people wait until October 1st, take them down to the post office, get them stamped with that October 1st date, and mail them all off at once. I don't want to do 50 cards all at once, so I've been peppering them in. Some people have already started to get them, and here's 3 more cards that will go out. I'll have a lot more still to do, but I figure we might as well do 3 together. Now, I've shown you some of the techniques that I've used in the past for decorating, and I use them quite often. I do my diagonal washi tape in 1, 2, 3, or 4 corners. I have a label maker, which is right here. It prints on transparent labels, so you want to make sure that what is behind the card is white so you can see the address when you're using transparent labels. I switched from a white label to a transparent label, and when these transparent labels are done, I may switch back or go to a color or something just to make sure it's a little bit easier. What else have I been doing? I've been doing stickers, and I've been showing you some of the sticker techniques that I have stolen from other great artists out there that do postcard decorating. I'll continue to do that. One of the things I mentioned last time when I was doing a video about decorating is that I had another idea. And I wanted to incorporate that into the 3 cards that we're going to do today. Now, I've seen people in the past, they take literature, cut out pages of books, which I get that kind of tense feeling when someone cuts up a book. Now, I get it if you've gone to a rummage bin, or you found something in the garbage, or maybe you went to a secondhand store and found a beat up book that was missing pages that you were cutting out of that one and using it. That's great recycling and multi-purpose. If you're taking a new book and destroying it, that makes me feel icky. So I don't want to do that. But what I wanted to do was make it have a personal touch to where I'm from. So I don't want to take a book and cut it up and use it this way. What I wanted was something local. Now, you could use local packaging from, I don't know, here in Canada. Maybe you want to take a Tim Hortons box from a Timbit box or a donut box and use that on the background. You could certainly could do that. I know many people would make postcards out of that sort of stuff. One of the things I thought about was using a flyer. This is a Canadian Tire flyer. You're only going to get this in Canada because Canadian Tire doesn't exist anywhere else. For example, Canadian Tire, if you're interested in it, what they have, there's ceiling fans, there's vacuum cleaners. Remember, it's called Canadian Tire. Where are the tires? It has everything else. If you want to find tires, they're on the last page. There is half a page of tires. Everything else in this store is there, except for maybe groceries, like fruits and vegetables. I mean, they have potato chips and things like that, but they have pretty much everything at Canadian Tire. The other thing I thought about doing, and will be doing today, though, is taking a local newspaper. Do you still have them? I don't actually get one, and they only print them 4 days a week here in Moncton. It's called the Times Transcript. So I went to a neighbor's and asked if she had any old newspapers. Luckily, she still got the newspaper, and she was willing to let me have as many as I wanted. This particular one is from March the 9th, so it's an old paper. The first page you're going to see is going to have a advertisement on it. They wrap it in an advertisement, and then that's the real first page. You can see there's snow in the picture. That's how old this paper is. I did get one a little bit newer. This is from June, late June. So once again, advertising on the first page, and then inside you have the story. And that story was a big fire. Oh no. So what I thought would be interesting to do was to cut out bits of Moncton news and put it on the card with everything else. So when you're getting this card, yes, you're getting a card that I've produced and it's a limited run, but you're also getting a snippet of news about my city at a certain time frame. I thought that would be interesting to do. So that's what we're going to do with the cards today. Stick around if you want, if you're interested, if you're intrigued a little bit. Make sure you like, you subscribe, you leave positive comments, you share with other people, you put the notification bell on. And when you're commenting, let me know where you're from and how you found this channel. Love to know. All right, let's get to decorating that first card. The first thing to do for me is to look at the newspaper. Now, the wonderful thing about the newspaper is you can find something that's got a nice print on it. You could find an image, so you can do that. You could find a headline, a clock maybe. We can go through and find out what is most important. More rain and snow coming this weekend, so I could have that on the card, on the envelope. Nice lighthouse, maybe image that could be there. New Brunswick veteran receives commendation for support. Could do that. There's an iceberg. So you never know what you're going to find in a newspaper that might be interesting in a small snippet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find 3 images or bits of text, cut those out, and then we'll start decorating the cards. All right, now that I've picked out a few, let me show you what I think. So I took this clipping. It was from a horse and buggy ride or a wagon ride. It says, people enjoy a ride on a horse-drawn wagon during family day. And so you've got a little bit of information there. And I've cut it to size. We can go on the back and glue it. You could even just do that side too if you wanted to. It shows you some price on some products that were there. I got this glue stick. It smells like grape. I don't know if that's important or not, but it does. So we will glue this on. I probably shouldn't glue it on the card. I should probably find a piece of paper to glue it over, just so I don't go to get any glue on my postcard. All right, now we've got glue. That there. We're going to glue down this corner as close to the edge as you can get it. With me, with my shaky hands, we are going to get it as close as I can. So there we have our thing. I can just trim off that little bit of the edge. That's not going to be a big deal. Like so. So now we've got a bit of newsprint down there. Now in the bottom corner, we're going to have a little bit of washi tape. It's wintertime type theme, even though it's not wintertime yet. It's about 31 degrees maybe today. So let's find a big piece of washi tape, maybe like this, if I can find an edge. There it is. Run that down here. Like so. And like so. So I've got a nice corner on it. And then I'm going to put a few mittens. I have this mitten washi tape. We'll put that here too. We're going to cross over the edge of the newsprint, which will help hold it down. Even though it's glued, it really won't go anywhere now. Cut that off. Cut that off. So there, we got a crossover of washi tape. Get that off the floor. I'm going to have an address label in there. We're also going to have something else. Let's see. What is kind of a wintry theme? What if we had a storybook area here? Let's try that. I kind of like that image. That. And then trim off the edge. We are going to put airmail up in the corner. I'm also going to put, let's see who this is going to go to. All right. Narrows it down. We're going to get a stamp. It really helps me show how much space I have left. We're just going to put a single stamp on there. And then I can put address up in here. I need a hedgehog, don't I? All right, let's find a hedgehog. winter themed. Let's have a hedgehog that has a scarf on. There. Clear the scissors a bit because they're starting to get a little funky with all the clippings on them. And I can tidy up that edge a bit more. So there, we've got some newsprint. We've got someone thinking about do I want to make that any busier? I don't think I do. I want to leave it pretty plain like that. So I'll put the address and then I'll have the little message in here. So there's one postcard using newspaper to give a little bit of Moncton off to the side. All right, let's grab another one. And who else do I have I'm going to send to this time around? Okay. The next one I kind of thought of, where was it here? Was to have something like this. It says cats and dogs take to the road for weekend action. Now, if you don't know who the cats and dogs are, those are our local hockey teams. So St. John Sea Dogs and the Moncton Wildcats. But it kind of sounds funny if you don't know that that's what. I found another clipping too that says more rain and snow coming this weekend. So if you didn't know that this was an old forecast, it might be fun to do that. Now, if I put a corner, this is some of the saved washi tape. I told you I just cut my edges off and leave it there. What if we put that down in the corner? And then we'll do the same thing on the other corner. We'll use up another piece of washi tape that I have, just to clear it up a bit. And then we maybe do multiple overlaying articles like that maybe, or even could have one up there and one down there. I don't want to take too much away from everything else. Then we could have something like that maybe in there, or what else could we put in there? We could have a cup of tea and a sandwich. If we're going to be inside, or if it's going to be raining, maybe we want to have a good book and something to eat. And we could even have that up there. It might be too busy. If we did that. And I like the cats and dogs thing. So let's try to, what if we took him out there and put a dog in there? All right, let's see how this is going to work. We're going to tape this down, or we're going to glue this down first. So I'm just going to glue stick out. And whatever I don't use, I'll cut away. We want the cats and dogs to be legible. But if I did it like that, and then cut the edge off, yes, I'm doing it off camera so you don't see it, but it's going to look like that. But in order to tidy it up, because I don't want it to look messy, I'm going to do something else. I'm going to run a washi tape across it so it becomes the background. So you can kind of read what's happening, but there's a little bit left of the imagination. So there we've got some So now it says cats, and then the dogs is kind of obscured. So we can kind of figure out, kind of use our imagination, what that's trying to tell us. We are going to put this dog sticker down here. But after I put this cat sticker, or this cat washi tape, up this edge. Now we've got overlapping washi tape. And then we're going to add in that cat in the top corner. So that was just the extra piece off the bottom that I cut. So I've saved it. We've just done a little bit of recycling. Trim that. Take our dog sticker that we were going to use before. Find the corner. And place it down there like that. Trim the edge. There we've got cats, we've got dogs, and more rain and snow coming in the forecast. We're gonna glue that across the top with the cat peeking through. And of course, there isn't any rain or snow coming right now. This happened in March. This is an old newspaper. So if you're doing it and you've got something current, then it'll make more sense to the people that are receiving it. And because we have a dog there, I want to put a cat up here. Problem with working with newsprint is you get a little bit of newsprint ink on your fingers, so be careful not to spread it around your white card too much. If you can hear, I'm getting the edge, but I keep losing it. Right in there. If I had fingernails, it would be perfect. There we go. Oh, tore the back, but didn't tear it from where I needed it to. We're gonna have to try another corner. I know this is riveting to watch. Riveting might not be the word. Come on. Now, Olia, you had, if you're watching this, you had a special pen. I haven't been able to find such a pen that just kind of gets in between the sticker and the edge. I'm going to have to cut a portion of this off. It's not behaving. And hopefully that will give me a new corner. There. I think I got it this time. Put that like that. So there we have our cat reading, or a cat in the bubble doing its mysterious thing, and the dog asleep at the book. And we will put a stamp there. And we will put airmail across the top. That'll hold that in place. And then we are going to find an appropriate hedgehog to go down the bottom. And you're looking at this and saying, well, there's no room to write anything. Well, you're kind of right. There's going to be a very small window for me to write something. But the fact that I'm sending this to my pen pals, direct swaps, I'm hoping they're going to appreciate the work that I've put into creating the card just as much as a 3 or 4 sentence message would. And if they're watching it now, they can say, that's when he created this card for me. Exactly. So we'll cut that. And there, you've got another decorated card. Take the extra things I didn't use away. Address label up there, and then a short message. So we've created 2 newsprint style cards. Let's do one more. All right, the last card I have, I've taken this quote from the paper that says, "Who inspires you?" That was for people that might have won the Order of New Brunswick. And then I found this iceberg as well. It has natural wonders. Does natural beauty inspire you? So I thought maybe if I ran those that way, and then we can do something with this corner and then have it. Let's see what you think. We're going to glue this down first, and then trim the edge. So we're going from corner to corner. I'm going to take the edge off those. There's our first one. And if we want to do Newfoundland over top, covers up that tear or that edge that you have. Do something like that. Down this corner, I didn't put glue over the whole thing, trying to find out what would be left. So there we have that. And then I have a little piece of tape that I saved from before. Put that down there to cover over the corner and just break it up a little bit. Then we're going to put a stamp on, so that can go up there, and from there I want to put a sticker up here. If you haven't guessed already, I really like these jars that show information inside of it, and when it looks like some sort of fantasy going on inside the jars, I think it's really cool. If you want to know where I got all these stickers, I got them off Shein. So whether it's Temu or Shein or whatever thing you might be using, Amazon, they are out there. My hands are very sticky from the glue right now, so I'm having a very hard time finding the corner. I don't want to give up on this one. I may have to cut it like I did last time. It was easier with a straight cut. All right, let's do that. All right, I couldn't get it to come undone, so I'm just going to use glue. And then cut off the edge. So we have our bottle, and then I'm going to put a book in the corner. And we'll throw our airmail sticker on. So Well, I think we're going to put our AMRA sticker down here. Like that. And then we need a hedgehog. Where do we want a hedgehog? I want a little hedgehog though. Something like that one down there. Do I want to put that book in there? I think I'm going to leave it. I think we're just going to go with that. What do you think? Less is more, I think, sometimes. I have a lot of different ideas on things, and sometimes I put too much on. So let's leave it at that. Hope you like it. Did you get any ideas, any inspiration from these cards? Hopefully you did. And hopefully you've got a World Postcard Day event happening. Maybe you've designed your own card that's going out. Maybe you've printed off the ones that are official ones, the World Postcard Day cards that you can get off Post Crossing. Who knows? Hopefully, whatever you've decided to do, you're having fun. You're enjoying the hobby, and it's relaxing. So thanks so much for joining me today, and we'll talk to you real soon. Have a magical week. Like Polo? You say like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?